All right, so everyone got the grip right. It's not a difficult grip, but if you don't like really get how to do it, you might mess it up and like do this kind of stuff, headlock stuff here. This will get your back taken. Okay, so got in, got the head now. First issue I saw many people have, yeah, exactly, is your partner's knee was pointing to the ceiling here, right? So it's very hard for me to put my foot here when Oliver's knees are pointing straight up. So the way I deal with that is I start to walk sideways to my left on my knees here. And look how I can kind of drag that knee down to the mat here. Okay. So that's the first problem. So if you feel like I can't get on the foot here, don't put too much any weight on your partner here because he can just tip me over. All right. We want to move. So I'm kind of dragging with the inside of my leg. I'm dragging his knee to the mat. I still want to be tight here because if I'm too loose, I'll just put me close guard. And now head and arm control is not a good idea. Okay. So I want to control this leg. So look how I walk on my knees here. Then I bring this up and I really want to contour my foot to his thigh here. Now, if he just came from the beach, his shaved legs or whatever, and my foot slips here, I can put my toes inside the crook of his knee here. Okay. I use that grip the most. I don't think it's the strongest. I actually think if you can stomp on the thigh, there's more power there. But it's easier to throw in the toes here, right? You just really got to make sure you're flexing them. So, move kind of back here. So, here, walk the knees to the mat. Bring the knee high here. Either throwing the toes or preferably get your sole of the foot on his thigh here. Now you walk the foot free. You just need your knee to peek out to one or the other hip here. So right now it's on this top hip here. If I can get it to peek out on the bottom, that's perfect. I just kick out and I go to here. Rotate. Right, so we have had issues with getting the foot on the thigh. I hope this answers your question. Okay. So when you get here, right, we still want the head on the arm, and we don't want to lean too much forward here. If I lean too much forward on Oliver here, he bridges me over his shoulder here, and now he's got what I was looking for, right? So when you get to here, don't get too excited about putting a lot of weight on your partner. Sit back to your butt. If he tries to roll me over, I'm heavy here. I'm sitting back heavy. I don't want to sit all the way back like this because then he swims the frame in. He escapes out if he's a good student here and recovers his guard. So I just want to hang out right around here with my head tight. Okay. So if he was the bridging type here, I can go here and Oliver tries to roll me over, tries to bridge. I can chill out. I can even put my hands on the mat briefly if I need to. And just find a good solid resting spot here. I'm just on two knees here, square, making sure I'm perpendicular, making sure my head is close to my hands here. All right. Go here, I would say when you're training, just stay here for like 5 to 10 seconds. Don't panic. Just stay here, hold him. Don't get too greedy. Don't get too relaxed. Just wait here for a moment. All right. So after you got in here, he's blown off some steam. He tried to get out. All right. Now we can look to go to the mount. Why? Because we can score more points and we get some good submission opportunities as well. So to go to mount from here, all right, we're gonna look to bring our head forward. Again, I like to bring this elbow wide so I have more base here. I'm looking to slide my knee across his hip. I'm sliding the knee across the hip, and once my knee hits the mat, I'm gonna slap my foot to the mat and hide it under his butt. And now we've got a nice mounted position here, okay? When you get here, as soon as you're parallel with him, you can expect him to try to bridge you over. And this is where you've got to be willing to take your hand out to stay on top, okay? I'd rather see you stay on top and lose the head and arm control, then keep the head and arm control and end up on the bottom. So again, don't be greedy. You still got mount, it's a great position. It's even better when you have the head and the arm, but you can get that back, okay? You still scored a lot of points, you still tired out the person, but don't get too greedy to a point where you just lose everything, okay? It's like I worked all my life, saved up $1 million. Crypto comes out and I just throw everything in it, right? Maybe I win, maybe I get the big score, or maybe I go back to job center, pull a number, okay? So this is what I want you to think about. So let's work the pass. Think about, you can either use the toes in the knee, in the pit of the knee, or kick on the thigh. When you free your knee, put it on the mat, go to side control, and here's the trick, sit back. Keep your head close to your hands, but sit your weight back to your butt mostly. When your partner tries to roll you over, this should be difficult. Wait it out. When you're ready to go, bring the elbow wide, slide your knee over their belly. Once it hits the mat, slap my foot out, and then I hide it. The reason why I hide it is so he doesn't catch it and put me back to what I just came out of. Okay? And here, be ready with your hand on the mat. If you feel like he's gonna bridge, rather you stay here and get the head and arm back later, then blow it all on the stock market, okay? So let's grab a partner and let's add this into our pass. I'm free. 1, 2, 3.